Oh, yep, there we are. Yo, what's up, everybody? I think everybody's watching from Twitch and Facebook and wherever it is you're watching from. Share the screen, share it, share it. Tell people to come on in and join us. I'm gonna share it. Everybody share. Everybody share. Get more people watching. I hope everybody's having a good night. Sorry, I'm opening up my Facebook. You can probably see the light on my face. Let's see. Share it, push share. Cool. All right, I think that should be good. What's up, everybody? Thank you for coming and hanging out. I appreciate all of the birthday love. It's been an overwhelming day, a lot of communication. I haven't had this much communication in a minute because of, that shall not be named. We're trying to keep it posy on this stream tonight. But thank you guys very much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. And hopefully everybody is safe and happy and healthy wherever it is that you are. This is my front yard here in Michigan. It stormed this morning and it made my entire birthday. I don't know if you guys saw on my Snapchat. What's up? Hi. Hi. Um, but I definitely went out this morning in the storm and was just loving it. I love storms so much, and I'm stoked that it stormed today. It felt really good. So, thank you very much to Sound Drink for doing the live stream and putting it together. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you have questions, please drop them in the comments. Oops, it's backwards. In the comments over here. I think they should be over here for you too. Maybe they're down there. I don't know. But please drop any comments. I'm going to kind of just like riff and hang out with you guys. I don't know if anybody watched last time, but it was more of like question and answers. And this time I'm just looking to chill and fill you guys in on what's going on with me and some of the other things that are kind of developing here behind the scenes. I'm going to play you guys some new drugs. We're going to have um, a gentleman by the name of Johnny join us. And we're going to talk about what he's doing because I think it's really special and something that I wanted to touch on today. Hold on. My sliding door was shut and I don't want to lose the connection. 1 second. Yeah, so tonight I will show you guys some new drugs too, which I'm really stoked about. I'm in day, what's today? It's my birthday. And I forgot the date. That shows you how crazy it is. I have been demoing here with my friend Mitch from the band Burials. He came out to Michigan, and we're 3 weeks in of demoing every single day. I had a lot of ideas built up over the last like 6 to 8 months, but it's really coming into kind of a final position at this point. So I'm gonna play you guys a clip of New Drugs, and afterwards, if you did not hear about it when you heard about this, I will be doing an after party where I am playing Spider-Man on Twitch for the PS4. I'm not really like a gamer, so I'm excited to do it. And come watch me be awful at video games and watch me yell at them. Yeah, yeah. All right. Thank you guys. I'm reading through the comments right now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Cool. Thank you guys so much for all this love. Awesome. So we have about 10 minutes before Johnny is going to join us, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what he does with his, I guess it's company movement. I don't know. We'll have to ask him, called Cope Notes. And I'm excited to get into that. So everybody knows, as you can see, little Cheer Up Kid thing. The new Cheer Up Kid line is out. Check it out. Just in celebration of tonight for the stream, we put together these 2 new T-shirts, and they're sick. Let me see if I can pull them up. I'm very, very happy about it. They might be backwards in the screen, but whatever, you can deal with it. Let me see. I'm really, really excited about it. If you get an opportunity, wow, look at them. Look at that. Cody, you're amazing. Check it out. Look at that. Hold on. This one is new, and this one is new and exclusive just for this. So check it out. Get something, and hopefully we can find. I really want to find a good suicide survivor campaign to donate to some of the proceeds. So check it out if you get a chance. Please, cheerupkid.com. And yeah, that's what I want for my birthday. You here, hang out with you, and for you to get one of those shirts. Cool. So, do we want to hit me in the comments? Do we want to do a clip of drugs before or after we speak with Johnny? Let me know in the comments. Like, oh, now go. Okay, cool. Just making sure you guys are alive, okay? All right. I'll show you guys what my studio setup is like at my house right now. It's pretty crazy, actually. We've got 2 studios set up. It's my front yard. Hi. I've had problems with stalkers over the past like 3 months. Please don't come and kill me. All right. So this is my house. So there's like my little studio area here. Sorry if you guys blow up. And then look at the guys in here. It's real dark. Look how dark it is in here. Yo, are you guys okay? This is like a seance. This isn't even for music. Look at that. You look so scared. They want to hear a clip. Okay. Want to play a clip? Yeah, I'll play a clip. Turn some recordings right on. Get the thing behind here. This is my living room. Wow. Wow. I don't want it to be on me. You listen to it? Yeah, more of that. Be on you. Yeah, on me. Take the pressure off for a second. What's that? Said take the pressure off for a second. Hold on, I'm thinking. Here we go. So, what's up? That probably looks so bad. You look great. Thanks, man. Yeah. What am I playing? Play the beginning of, or that chorus is down. Okay. Yeah, so hold on. Before we get to it, this song, the New Drugs album is pretty eclectic. This song in particular is kind of like it feels like it's like the brother song to "I'm Here to Take the Sky." So it's on the softer, more anthemic side than like the rest of the album. It's not all like that, but check it out. Hopefully, you guys enjoy.
Cool, but start there. You get it.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's a good spot. Actually.
That we're all good. All good.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Here's a new little clip. You guys want to say hi real quick?
Sure. What's up?
What's up?
How we living,
I don't know
everybody?
where this is going.
What are we on? Are we on Twitch? What are we on?
Twitch, Facebook, some other things.
How we doing? We all doing good tonight? Yo, press F in the chat for respect.
You heard the man. F in the chat for respect. I'm gonna move into the light. Because you're still making noise in there. Anyways, yeah, so I'm really, really excited about let me see what you guys said. Oh, getting feedback. Oh no. Sorry guys. Well, I played some, so hopefully you liked it, okay? Hi Hattie. I do not know how much the hoodies are in the store, but head over to cheerupkid.com. This is seriously like the coziest hoodie ever. I've been on this thing where like I've only been wearing white recently, and we got the champion vibe going. And then I don't know if you can see on the back. I might end up smashing my laptop, but yeah, it's super cozy. So check it out, cheerupkid.com. Cool. Cody, would you like to do a few questions before we bring in Johnny? Yes. Virgo season, Erica. I'm all about it. I'm gonna switch this way. Yes, it's very soft on the inside. I feel like you have to have a hoodie that is soft on the inside, otherwise it's like a trash hoodie. Unless it's like real baggy and kind of retro. If it's not soft, then like what do you do? You know? Did we get any F in the chats for respect? I don't think we did. I think Mitch, before we left, called for F in the chat for respect. Get that F. Let's get these chats going. That's like my birthday goal. Is to just see like the letter F like 100 times. That would just be so cool. That's a good question. Hi Sean, what's up? Devin, I call you Devin. Nice to see you, dude. Everybody, Devin has an awesome voice. That's a really good question. Wow. You know Rick Rubin was supposed to do the third Chiodos record, and I feel like that was the record that really connected with him the most. So I feel like he would have done a really amazing job of it. So I think Rick Rubin would have been pretty great to re-record Bone Palace. And by the way, that's my favorite Chiodos record, and its anniversary is coming up soon. That's a really good question, Autumn. Um, let's see. I would say that I've hit some notes on this new drug stuff that's like real high, like old Chiodos high. Um, the first record was a bit more chill, I think, in the vocal delivery, and as far as range goes, and I think that's going to be pretty consistent this time, but maybe just like a little bit higher. Um, but very aggressive all the way through. It's not going to be. I don't think it'll be like very chill, like Bad Channels or anything. I can't tell you yet, Deshaun. Sorry. I'm gonna save some of it. I don't really know what we're doing. I have plans, but if there's more songs or if something else happens, then I'm not gonna stop myself from doing that. So yeah, I can't say. I can't say how many new tracks are on the Drugs record yet. Yo, is this better? I'm back. Hello. Awesome. Sorry about that. I have no idea what's going on. Man, I can't wait to get my hair cut. I think I'm going to do it super short and blonde again. Be in the chat if you want blonde Craig. Be in the chat. Cool. So I think we're going to get Johnny in here. Wow, that was like the timing was crazy. What's up, man?
Dude, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a weird time to have a birthday.
I know. I was trying to not have a birthday party because I just turned 28 like a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
And I saw one friend, and that one friend gave me COVID. So the whole reason I didn't have a birthday party was to not get COVID, and I hung out with one person, and he gave me COVID. So
crazy.
So just keep your wits about you. Have you done anything today at all, like out in the universe?
Yeah, I went outside for a lot of the day. I think I spent more time outside today than I have in the past 3 weeks. I've been demoing the new Drugs album, and we are here set up in my living room. So there's no escape. It's when you wake up, you go into the studio. You know what I mean? So and then all of a sudden it's dark.
Are you guys tracking drums at your house too?
No, we're just programming them for.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Until we get in the studio, it's just demoing and writing.
Man, what are you having for dinner? Are you having a fun birthday dinner at least?
I think they're going to pick up some food. Some of my friends are. I've just got a couple friends over here, so.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So I thank you very much for coming on.
Absolutely. It's cool to meet you. It's funny. I was talking to Carl about our podcast not too long ago. And then when I saw the stuff that you're doing, I'm like, holy crap, I have to interview this guy. And then this happened. So
yeah. Yeah, that's great. That's super great. I've been throwing around podcast ideas too. Tell me about your podcast.
So it's just called the Cope Notes Podcast. So it's easy to find, but we talk to people about the mental and emotional health aspects of whatever they do. So like tattoo artists, obviously musicians. And instead of talking about like what inspired this album, we talk about like, how do you deal with getting nervous on stage? Or have you ever tattooed somebody who you really respected and you were scared that you would mess up? And how did you deal with that anxiety? So really it's bringing the mental health conversation to not clinicians, not doctors, but everyday people who experience this stuff just like us.
Yeah. No, I think that's great. Because it's weird. It's like we, as musicians, we do so much self-reflection in what it is that we do. And we're constantly kind of having people come to us with their mental health issues and helping them through it. And it's hard because we do not, we only have like our own experiences. Basically, do you know what I mean? We're not doctors. We don't know what, going on. So it's kind of a crazy thing, but that does become kind of a part of our responsibility, I think, as artists,
I think what I always want to stress to people is they somehow like draw a line. They're like, if you're on stage and I'm in the crowd, that means we're different. And I'm like, no, like I get nervous. I get frustrated. I have sleepless nights. So it's important to like remind people that we're not as different. I know that everyone's different and unique and everyone's a snowflake. And I'm a big fan of everyone having their own like fingerprint identity. But I also know that there's super rich people and super poor people and people who live in rural or urban areas, and they all experience anxiety and depression and frustration. So we just need to remind each other that we're all people at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. So for those people that just, I guess, don't know, do you want to introduce yourself before we get to kind of into everything? Just tell people who you are and maybe just about Cope Notes and all of that.
Definitely. So hi, everybody. My name is Johnny Crowder, and I am 28. I live in Tampa. And I used to meet a man called Dark Sermon. I actually just realized I'm wearing one of our old shirts.
Dude, I'm pretty stoked about that.
You're allowed to do it if your band is broken up. You can wear your own merch. I think that's the rule. So I used to be in Dark Sermon. I'm in a band called Prison now. And then I run a mental health resource called Cope Notes. And we just use daily text messages to help improve people's mental and emotional health. So I started that like 2.5 years ago, but I've been doing advocacy, mental health advocacy for like 10 years. So I went to school for psych. I'm a suicide and abuse survivor. Pretty much everyone who knows me through prison or advocacy knows that I'm pretty outspoken about mental health. So any chance I get, I'm probably going to open my mouth and talk about this kind of thing.
That's great. I feel like I am very similar in that way. Whenever there's a lane to connect, through kind of the nuances that like we've learned socially and really connect with people and communicate something that I feel like maybe we're not allowed to connect casually, I'll take it, because not a lot of people do. I think it's like, it's scary. Some people just don't kind of feel comfortable. Some people really aren't that like self-aware, and I feel like it is kind of almost like I mentioned earlier, a little bit of a responsibility to kind of get in there and talk about it.
Yeah, dude, I used to work at an ad agency, and I was reading about like the greatest asset. And before it was like, I forget what it used to be, but it was like through all these decades, there was like the greatest asset that a business could have. And then in modern times, the greatest asset is permission. So I've thought, obviously I got a little meta with it, and I was thinking like, it's crazy that as a person, if we are connected with other people interpersonally, like if we have friends and family, we're in a position where we can offer the greatest asset, permission, to other people. So if we ask people you know, how are you today? And they're like, I'm good. And then we go, no, really, like, what's been up? How's stuff at work? Like, tell me, don't just say good. Tell me. You are giving them
the guard down.
greatest asset.
Yeah, there's these like social walls you kind of have to bust through. Why don't you talk about Cope Notes? What is Cope Notes? What do you do? Because I saw there's something with messages, like kind of elaborate on that a little bit for everyone.
Yeah. So and maybe we could put a link in the chat or somewhere where people can find it, but it's just copenotes.com. So it's really easy to find. But basically, so I spent 10 years in treatment, and most of the time I wasn't in crisis. So I would maybe experience crisis every once in a while, but most of the time I was in that middle range where I'm not great and I'm not terrible. I was just, I needed help consistently. So Cope Notes uses daily text messages to be that consistent voice, that consistent driving, guiding force. So really, we send one text a day at a random time. And that text is, it's written by a peer with lived experience. So we have that peer support base, and it's an exercise or a psychology fact or encouragement or a journaling prompt that people can actually respond to. And like I said, all the content is written by people just like you with real problems. And then they're reviewed by a panel of mental health professionals. And over time, as you get these texts, as they interrupt your day, they're interrupting negative thought patterns. And as you respond, you are engaging in journaling, and you're improving your emotional IQ, you're improving your emotional independence. And over time, it trains your brain to think in healthier patterns. So instead of making an appointment or setting aside an hour a week or 3 hours a week or whatever you have to do, this is like one micro interaction a day. And over time, the cumulative effort is your brain starts naturally thinking in healthier patterns. I really nerd out about it, so you need to cut me off.
No, that makes sense to me. It's like similar to almost like the conceptually of like a mantra or some sort of, affirmations. That's awesome. I love that. A little bit of a personal story that I don't share very much. I thought I could share it with you because I think you could understand. And since we're on the topic, I'm also a suicide survivor. And
I'm so glad you're still here.
Dude, I am too. And on days like today, I'm extremely grateful, and I'm reminded in an overwhelming way how thankful I am to be alive. I was laying in bed this morning and just geeking out about how stoked I am. I'm like, I'm going to make the next 20 years amazing. It's all about that forward vision and positive affirmation. But so I had a few bad experiences and tried a few times, unfortunately. And there was one serious time where my aunt actually had a bad feeling, came over to my house, found me, and saved my life. And I was in the hospital immediately. They took care of me, and I was kind of there, I think, for a couple days. But this woman literally saved my life, right? And during the process, she had she prayed, and she did whatever she needed to do to kind of cope with it. But she said that to out loud to the universe that if I make it through, that she would send me a text message every single night for the rest of my life, telling me how much she loves me. It happened in 2009, and I've gotten a text message from her every single night for 11 years now.
That is the most incredible story.
Dude.
What is her name?
Aunt Sue.
Shout out Aunt Sue.
Yes.
Dude, people can't be consistent. Like,
I know.
People who love us the most, they have bad days, they forget, they go on vacation. For your loved one to be that consistent warms my heart like crazy.
Mine too. And I can't tell you how many days where I am laying in bed or, unwinding after a bad day, and then I get that text message come through and it just hits. So Cope Notes, like, it resonates with me. Carl kind of, mentioned you and mentioned what you do. And I was like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. This is perfect. Anything to promote something that can help destigmatize the suicide survivor thing. Do you have any experiences with the stigma? Because I'd like to talk about that because it's real. I mean, some people write it off as performative. Some people say that it's, you know, that it's weak. You know, there are all these different kind of stigmas attached. What have you experienced with it?
So my favorite part of doing public advocacy, like speaking at schools and churches and prisons and conferences and stuff, is you get to break that stigma. Because what people, I'll talk to kids a lot at shows and they'll be like, I'm an abuse survivor and I don't really want to speak up about it because I think people will judge me. And I'm like, I don't know how to tell you this, but people are judging you already, no matter what. Right. So if you are dressed perfectly and your hair is perfect and your makeup is perfect, people are judging you. If you wear sweatpants and sandals and you don't wear any makeup, people are judging you. So the fact is, people are already going to form their own opinions. But what I always remind people is their opinion of you will never be louder than their opinion of themselves. So if I'm walking in somewhere and talking about what I'm going through, most often people are thinking about themselves and their personal experience much more than they're thinking about me and my experience. So in my head, there is no net loss. Now, I didn't just start speaking at events and being like, I survived suicide. Like, that was difficult for me at first, but I always tell people, start with strangers. If you can't tell your friends and family, I get it. Because when I was first talking to my friends and family, they were like mad at me, kind of, the way that they were reacting.
Yeah.
And I realized that when I spoke to strangers about it, like in support groups and stuff, they were like, they didn't have that they didn't take it personally. So actually speaking to strangers helped me get to the point where I could speak to my friends and family about it.
Yeah. I think that's really, really true. So you've been touring for how long? You've been in music for how long?
So I played my first show at like January 2009.
Right. Nice. So, and you do most of the lyrics, I'm assuming, for all of this stuff, right?
Correct.
So how have you found it to be, I guess, in the cathartic perspective? Have you found it good? Have you found it draining? Have you found vindication? Have you found connection? Has it been the opposite? Is it too much pressure? You know, there's all these different ways you can go about it. What's your experience?
Dude, and I hope that you can relate to this. So when I was in Dark Sermon, I figured I'm not ready to tell people really who I am. I'm not ready to be 100% honest. So I would write a song about my schizophrenia or my bipolar or something, but then I would dress it up and there were all these metaphors and I would try to make it sound really artsy. And that was me hiding. I was like, the more that I can drape this in imagery, the less I have to own up to what I'm going through and dealing with. And it actually, touring was really difficult in Dark Sermon because it was performative. I had to put so much effort into hiding and putting layer after layer of metaphors so I didn't have to show people who I really was. And then with Prison, the first show we played out of state, like, keep in mind, Dark Sermon was like a behemoth vest and the Doc Martens and the black jeans and stuff. And I tried to look super metal, real long hair and skulls and candles on stage and stuff. And then Prison, our first show out of state, floral print leggings,
love it,
pink hair, my nails painted, and I'm dancing around on stage. And I didn't realize that what made touring so difficult in Dark Sermon was that I was pretending that the lyrics were a third person. And I was like acting as if I wasn't that person on stage. But with Prison, I was like, yo, I was sexually abused as an adult by a woman. And that's the truth. So I wrote a song about it. And it's really difficult to be on stage and pretend that that's not you. That's the hardest part. But being honest, the way I picture it is like, if you don't lie, you don't have to keep track of all the lies you told. So it's way easier to tell the truth. So I found that with lyrics too. If you speak only about what you know, you're not writing third-party stuff or pretending to be someone else. If you only write about what you know, it's so easy and people will relate to it 10 times more because it's not a fictional character. It's really you, a human being.
Yeah, it's really crazy. I find that too with, I think the most popular songs, the ones that connect the most, the ones that people love the most are just straight stream of conscious. They're brain to pen, you know, and and I could sit there and I could overanalyze them and I could pick them apart, but I would be taking out that like kind of unapologetic honesty that comes through with it. So that all really resonates with me, and I think that's something that we can relate on as well. That's something that I think I've always really prided myself on, is being so open about my feelings, even to the point to where it's like, oh my gosh, I can't, like, these are just so many feelings. Like, I can't do this anymore. You know what I mean? So yeah, very cool, man. Well, all right, I'll let you go. Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for your time. Tell everybody where to go. It's right there, but tell them again.
Yeah, so if you are watching this and curious about learning more about Cope Notes, or you want to watch my TED Talk or learn any more about mental health advocacy or anything like that, copenotes.com will have all the info. But this is not about me. It is about a special person who's having a birthday. Everyone wish this man a happy birthday. I want to see everyone put it 10 times each per person in the chat.
Love it.
Thank you for having me, dude.
Yo, thank you seriously so much for coming on. Have a good night. Good luck with everything. If you ever need anything, hit me up.
I will email you for sure.
Yes.
Adios.
Later. You guys, look at this. I'm sweating. I'm trying to show you this hoodie. I'm sweating. Johnny's pretty amazing. I think his story is really great. Definitely check out Cope Notes. The main reason why I really wanted to do this tonight was, one, connect with you guys, have a social distance, safe experience, but also just to thank you guys for just being there for me, lifting me up. I am thankful every single day just to be alive, to do what it is I love. I literally get paid to do cool shit, to make cool shit. And I am very, very excited about the future, and I'm not dreading it. So I think a lot of that has to do with your support and your love. So thank you so much for just coming through and hanging out tonight. Some of the things that Johnny said really, really resonate with me. I think that there are a lot of mental health conversations that kind of need to happen, and some positivity that needs to be spread. I know times are really crazy, and we're overwhelmed with a million different things, and a million different things being preached at us and said to us and yelled in our ears and then echoed back a million times over. But I hope that you guys at least find some positivity. What I want to do with Cheer Up Kid is all about positivity, and I hope that this brought you some. Thank you guys for all the birthday love. Thank you, Soundrink, for having me. And I will see you guys in 50 minutes. I'm going to eat some food and get ready. 50 minutes, twitch.tv/badxchannels. I will be live streaming Spider-Man on PS4, and I'm going to change because I don't want to be, look how sweaty this is. Can you see? I don't think you can. There you go. Look at that. So I'm going to go probably get down to my birthday suit. Love you guys. I'll see you in about 50 minutes on Twitch. That's it.